Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eastern Arizona College and John Mickelson Field for tonight's matchup between the 1-0 visiting Snowflake Lobos and your home team at Eastern Arizona College, the 1-0 Thatcher Eagles, coached by Dan Jones. We want to welcome everybody to this live feed. We first want to thank our sponsors. The Thatcher Booster Club is presenting this, and you'll see them rotate the sponsors through the screen. They do a lot for Thatcher Athletics, and we want to make sure that we recognize them. We want to make sure that we patronize them. We want to make sure that we thank them for everything that they do for Thatcher Athletics, especially in this time of pandemic when some of those businesses aren't doing as well as they could be, and they still donate. They still take their money and help support Thatcher Athletics. So we want to thank them. We're going to be talking about them throughout the night. And if you get an opportunity, please patronize their businesses locally as much as you can. My name is Michael Thompson. I am the Booster Club president at Thatcher High School. My kids go to Thatcher High School, and I've become an Eagle over the past few years. Used to be a Bulldog, always be a Bulldog, but now I'm an Eagle. With me tonight, I have a special guest, and that is Dr. Nicholas Elkins. Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Mike.
Appreciate you being here. Nick is, tell us a little bit about your career at Thatcher.
You betcha. I went to Thatcher High School, played football, basketball, and baseball. Graduated in 2003. State champs in football, 2000 and 2001.
Back to back.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. What's your best memory of those times?
Best memory, didn't play a whole lot on those teams, so I played some special teams. That was a lot of fun.
You know what? That ring wears the same. Is that right?
It does. We had some great players, Sean Hinton, Michael Romney, Mark Palmer. It was a lot of fun playing with those guys. That's
awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. That's the one thing I want to let you know. We're not the experts. It makes you appreciate people like Lee Patterson and Derek and Floyd Simmons and those over at iTalk. Those guys are professionals. They do a great job. We're here to have fun. We're here to support the Thatcher Eagles, and we appreciate those that are watching live here on the Thatcher Booster Club's presentation of Thatcher football. There's going to be a lot going on. The very first thing I want to talk about is your 1-0 Snowflake Lobos. The Snowflake Lobos last week played ALA Gilbert, and what was interesting about that was they were the Eagles also. And it was a great game. I got the opportunity to watch it. It went down to the end. ALA Gilbert had an opportunity to not only tie the game on a 2-point conversion, but also a late drive. And the thing that impressed me the most was the last drive that they had. They went from the half-foot line, 99.5 yards, and scored that touchdown. And they did it in about 2 minutes and gave themselves an opportunity to come back and possibly win that game. But a late interception in that game by Ryson Stewart sealed it. He's a senior. He'll be number 3. We'll talk about him a lot tonight for the Lobos. For the Lobos, 1-0, as I said. Great game, 22-20 last week. And they're led by their junior quarterback, number 10, Caden Cantrell. He was 10 for 17 last week with 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had 1 rushing touchdown, and he ran the ball 13 times for 62 yards. So look for us to call his name a lot. Also, running back, senior, number 30, Taryn Green, and also wide receiver, number 18, Noah Baum, who had 2 touchdowns and is their leading receiver at 4 recepts for 100 yards. Well, that's the Snowflake Lobos. Let's talk about the Thatcher Eagles. Did you get an opportunity to watch them last week at all, Nick?
No, sir. I was in Snowflake.
You were in Snowflake. So did you watch the game up there?
I did not. I played in a golf tournament.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, I got the opportunity to listen to the game. It's probably the first game that I hadn't attended in a long time. But I got a chance to watch the game. If people know me, you know I don't mince words. It's probably the worst first half of football I've ever seen. There were more penalty yards than positive yards. Less than 100 total offensive yards and over 100 penalties. The second half a little bit better. Thatcher asserted itself, bigger, faster, stronger on that night, and just wore Pima down. Pima gave the ball up late in the third quarter on a punt. deep in their end zone. It was blocked, and Thatcher turned that into a score, and then the floodgates were open. So great game. Some of the things we need to watch out for, which would be our keys to the game this week for Thatcher. Thatcher needs to play better. Thatcher needs to play better. They need to correct those penalties. They had 12 penalties for 105 yards. The one thing they did do is they threw the ball 11 times. If you'd have told me they were going to throw the ball 11 times, I wouldn't have ever thought that. Nick, how many times did they throw the ball when you played?
About once a game.
Once a game. All right.
Classic Don Conrad.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll be a lot of the run tonight. We're about to see the Eagles come onto the field, and you'll see that. Some other keys to the game. The defense. The defense played the best for the Thatcher Eagles. We want to make sure that we recognize them. They played great. The offense, not so great. Took them a while to get going, but once they did, they got going. Look for this offense to be led by number 9, Mark Wren. He's a senior. He does it all. He can run, he can throw, and he's a real general out there. I've really been impressed with him the last couple of years. Jacob Ward came onto the scene this year and had 13 carries for 90 yards and 1 touchdown. Here comes your Thatcher Eagles. Another name to be looking out for on 31, Michael McBride. He's your big fullback. He's going to bumble and tumble, and he's going to carry the pile with him a little bit. And then the last person, junior, number 12, Slade Shoup. Slade had a great game last week, scored a touchdown late, and also plays defense. So those are some of the names. The keys of the game for Snowflake, as I watched that game, they got to play better in the red zone. They did not do well in the red zone. They played really well in the open field, and Thatcher's going to have to watch out for that between the 20s. Once they got in there, they failed to convert on a 4th down that really hurt them. I was wondering why they didn't kick a field goal there, but it's okay. That's going to be Coach Kay Solomon and their offensive coordinator, Trevor Reddick. And they're great coaches, and all these coaches are white. Coaches, and that includes Dan Jones, the new Thatcher head coach. At this time, we're going to look at the captains. The captains, Mark Wren is out there, along with number 31, Michael McBride, number 57, Mason Lee, number 82, Shumway, he's a senior, and number 51, Porter Henderson. You're going to see that they have the jersey number 33. And tonight we have the Dr. James P. Hewish, DPM, game honoree Sean Rios. Sean passed away on September 2nd, and the stands at Thatcher High School will never be the same. This young man wore honorary number 33 for the Thatcher Eagles and attended almost every game as he could as a 2007 graduate at Thatcher High School. He loved the band at EAC and Thatcher and was a member of the band at THS. If you ever saw him, he was always in Eagle gear with a great big smile on his face. He loved the Eagles, and he will be missed. We love you, Sean, and he is tonight's Dr. James P. Hewish, DPM, game honoree. And you'll see that the captains are holding that jersey in honor of Sean. We appreciate Sean. We're going to miss him, and he'll be a forever Eagle. Did you know Sean, Nick?
I did. Special spirit. I always enjoyed seeing him at the games. I'm sure we'll still feel his presence.
Just a quick story about Sean. I always tried to make sure that when I was over at Safford, I'd try to give him Safford gear, and he'd never take it. And I was giving him free stuff, and he just wouldn't take it. And he was always wearing green. I'd always see him at the Circle K. And, man, you're right. Great sweet spirit, great kid. We're going to miss him. Coin toss. We're going to find out who gets the ball first. It's a beautiful evening. There is just a little bit of wind. The field is green. Great night. Great night for football. Eagles win the coin toss. They've deferred, so it looks like they're going to kick and receive will be the Snowflake Lobos. Things are crazy here. We have the COVID pandemic. We have people wearing masks. Every other row is cordoned off. Lots of people out on the track. And and we're going to play football. There's a little bit of a COVID incident at Thatcher today. It looks like it's been cleared up. Looks like most of the kids are on the sideline, and we're going to get to play some football. Let's go ahead and take just a 30-second break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Looks like we're ready for some football. Number 10, senior Jacob Ward will be kicking for the Eagles. Back deep will be number 34, Mason McKinley for the Lobos. Look for the Lobos to be strong tonight. They're big, they're strong. I have a friend in Snowflake, like to give a shout out to Kevin Claridge. We were friends in high school. He's one of my best friends, and we talk a lot, and he always told me this was a special Snowflake team. So these next 2 years, you can see they got some juniors, and then their junior quarterback, Caden Cantrell, and they're going to be special. So look for Lobos to get after it early. Thatcher needs to sustain that, and they should be okay. Kickoff, what do you think, Nick?
Yeah, ready to get things started. This Lobos team does look athletic. They look big and strong, and we'll see how we can hold up.
Okay, Thatcher going right to left on your screen. Here's the kick. Deep kick. Looks like McKinley's going to get it about the 12, and he's going right up the middle. Right up the middle, drag, and it looked like he got dragged down by number 11. That's going to be Braden Oliver, and he's actually going to be number... Anyways, please do.
I believe that was number 1, Mason Underwood, who made that
Mason Underwood? Okay. Great. All right. Looks like the Eagles are set up on defense. 37-yard line for the Lobos. Shotgun formation, one to the right. Number 30, first carry of the game. That's going to be Taryn Green. He's dropped after a 1-yard loss. And it's going to be number 82, James Shumway. He's a senior. Lobos are in a hurry-up offense. They're going to line up. They're looking at their wristbands. They want to get this thing going early. They got one split to the top. It's going to be Caden Cantrell with one on his right and his left. It's going to be a sweep given to Green. Looks like Trevin Gaylord gets to Green before he gets going. What'd you see there, Nick?
Yeah, great containment there by number 23. Trevin Gaylord didn't give up the corner there. It's a great defensive play.
Okay, look for number 18, Noah Baum for the Lobos right now. He's their leading receiver. And look for Cantrell to get the ball to him. He's in the shotgun, one behind him. It's going to be deep. What'd I say? 18 fights, and it's incomplete at the 30.
Broken up by Brandon Napier. Great defensive play.
Brandon Napier, just a sophomore, is going to be an incredible athlete for the Eagles. So it's going to bring up 4th and 12. And so Snowflake not getting it going. Thatcher makes a stop.
Brandon's a great all-around athlete. I've been able to coach him in basketball. He's a fantastic basketball and football player.
Trevin Gaylord and Jacob Ward back deep for the Eagles as they set for this punt. Sam Crockett for the Lobos going to kick. Low snap.
Low snap.
Blocked.
Punt.
Blocked by number 85. Oliver, who blocks the punt. Ball is recovered, but it's going to be Eagles ball. First down and 10 from the 17.
Great field position. Not a better way to start the game.
Man, Oliver came off that end really quick, and the kicker had no chance. He had no chance. So here we go. Great job by the Eagles. They made a great defensive stand, then get a punt. Eagles up to the line. Mark Wren under center. I'll bet $1 they run it, Nick.
I'll take 10-1 odds.
All right, here we go. Wren, hands off, first back through. It's going to be Michael McBride, number 31, who goes 18 yards straight up the middle, runs over a Snowflake player, and touchdown, Thatcher Eagles. 18-yard touchdown by Michael McBride. I told you he was going to be tough to stop, and he ran right up the middle, and there was no stopping him. Great run.
That's how you start a ball game.
Griffin McKay will be attempting the PAT for Thatcher. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-0. Thatcher, 9:49 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, man, awesome, huh, Nick?
Way to start a game. That was a great run by McBride right up the middle. Ran over 2 or 3 guys to get in the end zone.
We'll see if the Eagles can add on a little bit something. Jacob Ward punts. It's going to be taken short. That's going to be number 24 up the middle. It's going to be Caleb Lineman. He's going to get out after taking it about the 15. He's going to get out to the 30.
Tackled by number 3, McKay Griffin.
And McKay Griffin up to make the stop at the 30. So first down and 10 for the Lobos. 7-0 Snowflake. If you'd have told me it was going to start out this way, I'd have lost that bet. But I did win the run bet, so I'm up one. All right, 18's down on the bottom of your screen. That's going to be Baum. Look for Cantrell to look for him. He's got backs on either side of him in the shotgun. Ball snaps. It's given to Green. Green punches up the middle, bounces outside, and is brought down by Mason Underwood. You're going to hear Mason Underwood a lot tonight. He's a senior. He was injury-riddled last year, but they need him. He's big, strong, and he's been playing football for a long time. Do you know Mason?
I know his dad.
You know his dad, Jason. Okay. Man, Snowflake, number 34, it's a hurry-up offense. They get the play from the sideline. They look at their armbands, and then they go. In motion. False start on the offense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back to the 25. 2nd and 15. I'm going to call it 2nd and 15 from the 25. Same formation. 2 split receivers, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 1 on either side of Cantrell. And it looks like they're either handing the ball off, Nick, or they're going to fake it and throw it, huh?
Here it comes.
Back to pass. Immediately.
That was the tight end that leaked out there.
It's going to be number 86, Nick McVicker. This is what Snowflake can do. They run out 10 yards, and they turn around, and it's a timing play, and that's exactly what you saw. I saw this in the Snowflake teams a few years ago. It looks like that's what the adjustment's been made. So 10 yards, quick out, first down Snowflake. Brought down by a host of Eagles. Same formation. This time we're going to have a motion. False start one more time. So on 1st and 10, we're going to go from the 45 back to the 40. Be 1st and 15.
Thatcher defensive line done a great job of holding the ground thus far.
Looks like they got Underwood out here as a defensive end. Also, Shumway up at the top. Not a big fan of looking to the sideline and the whole wristband thing. What do you think, Nick?
Well, I think it has its pros and its cons, but right now it looks more con to me.
Okay, first man handoff, and he is taken down. Taken down fast after a 3-yard. Looked like number 31, Michael McBride, brought him down. I'm going to tell you what, Thatcher's defense looks fast, don't they?
They look great. That defensive line, again, holding their ground, and defensive ends not letting anybody around.
Green had 15 carries for 102 yards last week. He's ran the ball 3 or 4 times for maybe 6 or 7 yards this game. So they're looking to get him going.
This no huddle almost seems slower than if they would have a huddle.
So same formation. Cantrell back in the shotgun. There's the fake to Green this time. It's going to be a small little swing pass to the left. Incomplete. It was open, wasn't it, Nick?
It was. He had some space there to run.
Just overthrown just a little bit. I think it's going to take Cantrell just a little bit of time to get going tonight, just as it did last week. So here we are, 3rd down, 14 for the Lobos.
Let's see if the defensive line can get after the quarterback. Looks like a pass to me.
Yeah, we got 2 at the top of the formation. We got 2 at the bottom of the formation. And Cantrell back in shotgun. And that's exactly what it is. He's got a fullback blocking, and he keeps the ball.
Great job.
Number 57, Mason Lee. Mason Lee, number 57, sees the quarterback, keep the ball, and brings him down.
Nowhere to go. Way to stay home and play good defense.
Look at that. Loss of 3, 4th down, and 15 for the Lobos. 0 on Snowflake. We appreciate you guys watching tonight on this Thatcher Booster Club live stream. Back deep, Ward is going to get is over Ward's head as he touches it. He's actually going to pick it up about the 15. He's going to run right. He misses 1, 2, 3, and he gets the ball out to about the 27. Jacob Ward, he ran the ball hard last week. Lee Patterson said he was most impressed with his performance, and that's exactly what he's doing tonight, running the ball hard. Does that sound familiar for a Thatcher team?
It does, and he's an athlete. He's fast, he's strong. Another kid that I coach in basketball as well, and he's just an athlete all around.
So Thatcher at it again. 1st and 10 from the, looks like 27. Mark Wren underneath with Michael McBride right behind him. 2nd man through, that's number 10. Jacob Ward. There's your veer, huh?
Nowhere to go on that one.
So gain of 2. I'm going to give him 3. So 2nd down and 7. 6:07 left in the 1st quarter. 6:07 and the clock's moving. What'd you think of that veer? Is that just to get him loosened up?
That's part of it. I mean, part of the veer is wearing the defense down, and I think you'll see it often, and I think towards the end of the game that should start to open up. Got to keep the defense honest.
And there it is. Handoff. And plays stopped on the flag. Dead ball. False start offense. So that's going to move them back 5 yards. So number 6, Brandon Napier is your wide receiver up top, it looks like. And Nicholas Puzis will be number 22. He's down at the bottom. Actually, he's going to go to the top, and Brandon's going to... Yeah, Trevin Gaylord in. I'm just talking about pass and hope it'll happen. Wren's under center, Michael McBride and Jacob Ward behind him. 1st man through. Michael McBride. Looks like he's going to get about 8 on that. It's going to make it about 3rd and 4. Chase Earp on the tackle for Chase Irvin on the tackle for the Lobos.
Snowflake has some big space eaters up front. I've been impressed with how we run the ball up the middle on them.
I'm going to tell you what, if there's anything Mark Gren can do, he can run this veer, and he knows it very well. Wait till he keeps it. Hands it off for the first man through, McBride, and he's going to carry the pile. One more time, real close to the first down. I said it, one of the keys is getting Michael McBride rolling. First down, Eagles. First down, Eagles from the 38. 4:37 left in the first quarter. Thatcher Eagles lead Snowflake 7-0. We appreciate you guys watching the Thatcher Booster Club presentation of the Thatcher game tonight. Jacob Ward, Michael McBride behind senior Mark Wren. Wren fakes the handoff, throws it deep, and he waits for it. And there's the flag.
Pass interference.
So Wren fakes the handoff to McBride, which they've been doing the last 5 or 6 times. They send, who's that up there?
Number 6, Brandon Napier.
That's going to be Brandon Napier on a go route, and he almost catches it, but the cornerback runs him over just as he begins to catch the ball. So that's pass interference. That's not spot foul. That's going to be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That was a beautiful ball. He had a shot at that catch if he wasn't interfered with.
That's an Eagle, first down.
So 1st and 10 Eagles moving the ball on the 45 into Lobo territory. So there you go, our first pass of the game, Nick.
Will it be our only pass of the game?
Here we go. I'm sure they're going to run it this time. Wren with the hard count. Gives to the first man through, McBride, and he stumbles for 6 more. I'm going to tell you, I've been watching Thatcher football, and 6 yards every time wins a lot of ball games.
And at some point, that defense keeps crashing. They're going to bring the ball outside, and it's going to be wide open.
Yeah, that's when I was talking about Wren keeping the ball. He's going to keep that ball. He's going to end up running for 30 or 40 yards. The other thing is it wears down the defense, right?
Fundamentals, exactly. Punch mouth football, smash mouth football.
And I'm sure at some point we're going to see a little bit of Dan Jones in, and I'll point that out when those formations come in. Here we are. Looked like he left a little early. First man through, Michael McBride. Guess what? First down, another 6 yards. So Michael McBride, 2 carries in a row, 12 yards, and we got a first down, Thatcher Eagles.
Michael McBride is running the ball really hard. Offensive line doing a great job of giving a little holes to get through.
And that's the 34-yard line. If there's one thing that's going to happen, the Snowflake Lobos, K. Solomon, is going to be smart. He's going to figure out something. But for right now, they have no answer for the Thatcher offense as they just continue to run the ball forward. This time we got an I formation behind Wren. Napier's on the bottom of the screen. Given to the first man through, McBride.
Stuff that time.
And you might think that that's a bad play, but it's all part of the plan, right?
Exactly. They're going to play smart. They're going to keep the defense honest. And again, at one of these times, he's going to pull the ball, and he's going to run around the end.
So Nick Puzis down here at the bottom of the screen. Brandon Napier up at the top. Same formation. Wren under center with McBride and Ward directly behind him. And it's going to be Wren to the right, and he was going to keep that ball the entire time, and he gets about 5 yards, and then he turns on the gas and gets another 5 yards.
Great run. There it is, just like you called it, Mike.
And he also had Ward out there. Had they gone to the bigger side of the field, he might have been able to pitch that, but man, Mark Wren can run. Seen him run, and he can flat out get moving. And you saw that with the burst of speed at the end. So he's a little short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from about the 26. 2:14 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Thatcher as they lead the Snowflake Lobos.
A lot of open field on the left here.
Back in veer formation. We got 2 backs behind. First man through. McBride, he's just going to carry the pile. It may only be on 3rd down.
Going to be close.
That's an Eagle first down. Michael McBride, big fullback, giving the ball. Carries the ball for 3 yards. First down, Thatcher. And the thing about this, Nick, is they're eating the clock up, huh?
That's as a reliable 2 to 3 yards as you can get in this game.
And with the lead and the clock running, it can only help you out. All right, here we go. Puzis down at the bottom of your screen. Mark Rand fakes the pass, pulls the ball, runs up the middle, and is tackled by a host of Lobos, led by number 7, Camden Brimhall. He's a junior. He'll be around again next year for the Lobos. So 4-yard gain. Looked like he wanted to pass but couldn't, and it broke down, huh?
We're going to make something out of nothing. Great job moving his feet when the pocket collapsed on him.
Napier at the top of the screen. And Trevin Gaylord down here receiving. Split backs behind Wren. Gives the ball to Ward. He hasn't carried the ball in a while. And he's going to get, looks like, 2 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 from the 17 of the Lobos. So here's a first situation Thatcher has. It's 3rd down. A little bit further than they've had to convert.
You got twins on the bottom of the screen there.
Wren pitches the ball to Ward, who cuts up the middle, has a hard time gathering the ball, finally gathers the ball. It's brought down at about the 12-yard line, and that's enough for an Eagle first down. What a play, huh, Nick?
Great job to plant his foot and get upfield there.
I like the way that Mark, I bid on the handoff myself. I thought he gave it to the first guy through, and he waited till he got hit before he pitched that. That made a big difference.
That's the beauty of the veer. They have to respect that first handoff.
And they did. They collapsed on it. I even bid on it. So here we go. That's the end of your first quarter. Eagles 7, Lobos 0 at the end of 1 quarter. We'll be right back after these messages from our Thatcher Booster Club sponsors. And his family and Doc's in the house. That couch, they get to enjoy some Pepsi products from David Shade, Pepsi Bottling Company. So we appreciate not only Dr. Sellers and Elite Eye Center for their Thatcher Booster Club sponsorship, but also Ashley Furniture and the Sparks Home Store for bringing that couch. Ashley Furniture, Sparks Home Store, best seat in the house. Great job, 7-0. What do you think so far, Nick?
It couldn't have gone any better for the Eagles. They made that big punt block at the beginning of the game, gave them great field position, and then they've just marched up after that first touchdown, burned clock. That's exactly what you want with the veer, is to keep running the ball just like they have.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from about the 12. Thatcher lines up. Split receivers, split backs. Wren under center. He drops back to pass. It'll be a outlet pass to Braden Oliver. Just a little curl route. Six, it looks like about, they're going to give him 5. So 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 from about the 7. 2nd down. So nice little quick pass. I actually think that'll open up the run also, Nick.
It's all about keeping the defense honest. If they can't pack and put everybody in the box, that just makes the running game that much more
formation.
dangerous.
Pitch to Ward on the left. Ward cuts the middle. It's going to be close to the first, brought down by a host of Lobos.
Really like how Ward gets upfield. He plants his foot and he makes a move upfield.
I think he's your biggest surprise for the Eagles, and it looks like for an Eagles first down, first and goal from the 4, it looks like the 3. First and goal from the 3. Just a minute into this second quarter, and Thatcher's threatening again. Whatever Dan Jones did at practice this week, it worked, because I know this Snowflake defense is good. So Thatcher executing, something they didn't do last week, and they're doing very well this week. Looks like he's in to me. Touchdown Eagles. 4-yard touchdown run. Michael McBride puts the Thatcher Eagles up 13-0, pending the PAT by McKay Griffin. Wow. Michael McBride, second touchdown tonight. Give him the ball, let him run over some Lobos. What do you think?
He's bruising all night long, and every time he falls forward, doing a great job running the football up the middle.
Fight song playing for the second time here. Thatcher Eagle fans excited, and I promise you the Lobo fans are in shock. Ball is down, no good, wide left. So extra point is no good. 10:28 left in the second quarter. Thatcher 13, Lobo 0. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back. Mickelson Stadium, campus of Eastern Arizona College. I would tell you this is where the Gila Monster plays football, but they canceled that a few years ago. So this is the home of the Eastern Arizona College Gila Monster Marching Band. They are out here regularly every night. I see the lights. I think football. It's not. It's the marching band. So home of the Eastern Arizona College Marching Band. Jacob Ward set to kick. And it looks like this time the Lobos are going to put Camden Brimhall back deep. And it's going to split them. And Brimhall's going to muff it about the 1. And he is, they gave him the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback.
That could have been a disaster for the Lobos.
They got really lucky. That ball didn't look like it was in the end zone, but it must have been. And the referee was right there on the line. So update from Safford after 1 quarter. Round Valley Elks 0 and your Safford Bulldogs 0. That's Coach O'Mara, the former coach of the Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters in his first year at Safford. And so he's playing really well against Round Valley. 0-0 out in Safford. So here we go again. Lobos with the ball. Running backs on each side of Cantrell. He's going to pitch it to the second man, and Thatcher is all over it. That's going to be number 23. Trevin Gaylord stepping up from the linebacker position and just making that tackle. Thatcher swarming, huh?
Yeah, great play by number 1 as well, holding the edge. He didn't make the tackle, but he made the running back cut inside.
That's number 1, Mason Underwood. He's playing that defensive end position tonight with James Shumway. So here we are. Looks like Lobos are going to stay in their same formation. Running backs on each side of Cantrell and 2 receivers, 1 on each side of the field. Timeout, Lobos. So the Lobo coaches didn't like something that they saw. They were standing right next to the referee, and they called a timeout. Coach K. Solomon going to get his kids together. We're going to be right back. 9:46 left. Thatcher 13, Snowflake 0. All right. Back to Eastern Arizona College. Timeout on the Lobos. Timeout for the Lobos. That'll be their first timeout of the game. They'll have 2 left. 13-0 Thatcher. On the break, we were talking about it, and this is not how we thought this game was going to go. So good on Thatcher, bad on us. And Cantrell comes up to the line and whispers something to the right side of his line. He's got 1 behind him. He's got 2 receivers on the top, 2 on the bottom, and he gives the ball. That's going to be Green, number 30. He gets another call. So all those receivers, that was just a ploy, huh?
A big decoy.
3rd and 11.
Okay, 3rd and 11. This is going to be a big play for the Lobos. Look for a pass. And 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Keep an eye on number 18, Noah Baum. He's their leading receiver. Brandon Napier down on the bottom. Looks like we're going to pull a linebacker out. So it'll be 3 people covering this left side. It's going to be a screen pass. Read beautifully.
Pass complete to number 30, Green.
That's going to be number 31, Michael McBride. He sees that and makes the tackle.
Read like a book.
4th down and 4th and 3 from the 27. 4th and 3 from the 27. They're in a formation, in a huddle. I think they may. It looks like they're going to punt.
Watch for the fake here. They need a big spark.
That's Sam Crockett back to punt for the Lobos. They need a player. They're short players. Here comes number 11. They already broke the huddle, though. Can you do that? I didn't think you could, but they're going to do it anyways. We had a little bit of movement. He's going to get the kickoff back deep. It's going to be number 23, Trevin Gaylord. Grabs the ball about the 38. He runs left. He runs over a Lobo and gets out to about the 45-yard line into Lobo territory.
Start another drive on the other side of the 50. I'm sure the Eagles will be happy to run.
So basically the Eagles are stopping the Lobos in their own territory. They're getting the ball back. Great field position, and here we are talking about the Eagles getting ready to start another drive. And the great thing about it is this is kind of a territory where you can go for it on 4th down, especially with the Lobos not moving the ball very well. All right, 2 receivers. I formation behind Wren. In motion is going to be Trevin Gaylord. Ball is faked by Green. Jacob Ward, second back through. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd down for the Eagles. Brought down by number 81 of the Lobos. It's going to be Owen Lunt. He's a senior defensive end, 6'2", 180. He had a few tackles last week, as I recognize these names from last week against ALA. So Trevin Gaylord, closest to us on the bottom of the screen. Split backs behind Wren. In motion. Pitched. So Wren fakes the handoff. Sees that he has nowhere to go. Pitches it to Ward, and he loses 3 yards. You think they got it figured out yet?
On that play, the Lobos had all 3 options of the veer covered.
So, Kay Solomon, we'll see if they made an adjustment or if we're just going to see if that was a bad play by the Thatcher Eagles. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 47. We'll call it the 47 of the Lobos. Got 85, Braden Oliver up top. Brandon Napier down here. Split backs, straight back. Brandon Napier runs 15 yards out, catches the ball, and is brought down by number 28, Josh Solomon. He's a senior.
Solomon is giving him a lot of room on those out passes.
So here we are, 4th and 4. I said it earlier. Are they going to punt, play field position, or are they going to go for this? Brandon Napier did a good job. Just a little 15-yard curl route. Caught the ball, turned upfield, and Thatcher's going to go for it. Wren under center. Puzis up top. Brandon Napier down at the bottom. I'm going to say Michael McBride, first man through. He keeps it. Pitch to Ward around the right, and they read it again. So there we go. They read it one more time. They ran the pitch to the other side, and it was stopped.
That's going to happen. I mean, you watch film, you'll see that play 100 times. You got to know what's coming, but that's the beauty of the veer is that at some point they've got to give something. I'm
going to be interested to see. That's twice that Snowflake has really read that and got on it. Thatcher does have a play, I know, where they run a counter out of that the other way, so they cheat too much, they're going to get burnt. But turnover on downs, and it's easy to have bad plays when you're up 13-0. So 13-0, 5:38 left in the second quarter. Lobos, they're going to throw trips right. Trips right. Shotgun. One Green behind Cantrell. Cantrell's going to give it to Green. Green finally gets some room. Michael McBride finally gets him down. It looks like he's going to be real close to a first down, and that's what it is, a first down. I think Snowflake looks a little excited right now.
They like to spread that out and run the ball up the middle. Take some of the Thatcher defenders out of the picture.
Okay, so we're going to flip the field. They're going to do the same thing, trips on the bottom. One receiver up top, one behind the quarterback. That's going to be Green, and Cantrell takes it. This time he's looking all pass. The ball is tipped, intercepted.
That's number 12. Slade Shoop.
Slade Shoop. So Slade Shoop, the ball is tipped, and basically what they did was those three receivers ran three different patterns, cross and out and an up, and that ball was tipped right into the hands of Slade Shoop, and he returned the ball for 15 yards.
We start a drive again in Snowflake territory. First down and 10 from the 43 for the Eagles.
So momentum. That's what football is. Game of momentum, and Thatcher gets the ball right back after it looked like Snowflake might be doing something. 5:14 left here in the second quarter. Wren under center. Oliver and Gaylord.
A false start.
It looks like that referee blew the whistle and said, oops. False start offense. 5-yard penalty. First and 15 from about the 47. So Thatcher in Lobos territory.
Let's see if Thatcher keeps it bread and butter again with the veer, or if they get fancy.
So Nick Puzis up at the top of your screen. Trevin Gaylord down at the bottom as your receivers. Is going to be split backs behind Wren. Ward and McBride. Wren under center. First man through McBride. He gives in the ball. And he bumbles for 5 more yards. Guess what they went back to?
The veer.
So basically what happened was they saw that the Lobos started keying on the second person, whether that was Wren or pitching the ball to Ward. And Wren gave it to McBride, and bread and butter, 5 yards.
Yeah, they really still haven't stopped McBride. Every time he's got the ball, he's falling forward.
So second down and 12 from about the 47. No, excuse me. Yeah, the 44. Wren under center. This time it's going to be Wren. He's going to pitch it to Ward. On the outside, Ward has no room to run, and it's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Third, that's Lunt.
He's helped by number 3, Ryson Stewart.
So the pitch to Ward gets nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Eagles. I'm going to call this play. You ready? It's going to be the throwback screen. You ready? So Eagles line up. Wren's under center. 2 down to the bottom of the screen. Wren to pass, drops back. Hey, what was that? Screen the other way. Michael McBride stumbles down to the 30-yard line, and that's enough for an Eagle first down. Let me hear it, Nick.
Sounds like someone's watched a few Thatcher Eagle football games.
I've watched a lot of Thatcher football games, and I called that. I told you that's what they were going to do. They like to run that play when it's 3rd and long like that, and Wren rolls to the right. Everybody follows him. Lobos are overplaying, and there we have it. 3rd and 12. Turns into a 1st and 10. 3:24 left before halftime, and Thatcher's rolling. Here we go again. Puzis at the top of the screen. Brandon Napier down to the bottom. I formation behind Wren. Want to bet he gives it to McBride. Nope, McBride's not in the game. That's going to be number 1. Mason Underwood. So Mason Underwood gets his first carry, and just like McBride, he's going to carry the ball for about 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 for the Eagles from about the 27.
You think Dan Jones would like to run the clock out and score towards the end of the half?
I think he would like to take his time and get into halftime with, even if it's just a 13-0 lead. I think he'll be happy. So Napier and Gaylord on the right. Split backs behind Wren. Wren with the hard count. Fakes to the first person through.
Oh, ball on the ground.
Oh, ball on the ground. So basically, he looked to pitch that, and Underwood wasn't anywhere near that.
Dangerous play.
Oh, that was actually Underwood that recovered that fumble after he was able to. But we got 4 yards out of it. So 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. I'm trying to listen to the Snowflake coaches next door and hear their adjustments, and so I get quiet every once in a while. 23. 3rd and 2 from the 23. Mason Underwood straight ahead. It's going to be close.
We keep the clock moving.
And it looks like it's going to be 4th down. Looks like they're going to be just a... Nope. 1st down. All right. First of all, it looked like he held up 4 fingers. But it looks like it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 20.5-yard line for the Thatcher Eagles. Time's winding. 1:30. You're exactly right. We're going to wind this clock down, hopefully get a score right before halftime.
Couldn't have timed this any better.
121. 2 receivers up top. Wren under center. Underwood and Ward. First man through, fake to Underwood. All right, so basically what happened was that play, the tight end was supposed to release on a little Ted pass right down the middle, and he got hung up in there. Shumway got hung up in there, and they actually ran that last week in Pima, and so the Lobos take a timeout with 1:10 left. Let me finish that thought real quick. They ran it last week for a touchdown, and the Snowflake Shumway just got caught up in the middle there. It was a great fake, and later on, look for him to throw it to those receivers. So here we are, timeout, Snowflake Lobos, 1:10 left, right before half. And we'll just keep it here. Our Thatcher Booster Club sponsors, as you can see scrolling along the bottom of the screen, that's B&T Construction. Nate Boer, he's a good guy, and he supports Thatcher Athletics. The Station Laundromat, that's going to be the Rowan family. Subway's on our Eagle card, and they've They are on that card every year, and there's some great specials on that.
Nothing like a foot-long cold cut combo, right, Mike?
Man, I don't eat bread anymore, and so I miss it. And but
Just the
yeah, it's
bologna,
good.
huh?
There you go, just the meat. So here we are, back to play. I formation behind Wren. It's going to be Trevin Gaylord in motion. Wren back to pass. What a great catch to McBride. McBride jumped up, caught it. He actually looked at his feet to make sure that he stayed in bounds. What a great play. So Thatcher threw the ball again. They're keeping the Lobos honest.
That's 6 throws by my count in the first half.
There you go. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. 1:04 left before half. McBride got out of bounds, so that stops the clock. 22, Nicholas Puzis up top. Trevin Gaylord down. Oh, bottom. First man through. That's going to be Michael McBride. One more time. 5 more yards. Timeout, Thatcher.
Ball right at the 10-yard line.
McBride plows again. Surprise, surprise.
So,
By the Eagle.
looks like they're going to give them
First down.
the ball on the 10-yard line. So it's actually going to be the 10 and a half. So it's actually going to be 1st and 10 from about the 10 and a half for the Eagles when we come back from this timeout. 58 seconds left, 13-0. Thatcher leads Snowflake. All right, we're back. Eastern Arizona College, home of your Thatcher Eagles. This is the Thatcher Booster Club live stream. We're going to be live streaming every single home game. Hey, Nick, will you come back?
Absolutely,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Man, I'm having a good time. What about you?
Having a great time.
It's an Eagles up. How can we not be unhappy? So 13-0, 1st and 10 from the 10 and a half. It's going to be receivers at the top and the bottom. I formation behind Wren. Under center, McBride and Ward behind him. Give to the second back, Jacob Ward. He starts outside, cuts it inside, and the host, the Lobos, led by number 30, number 30, Taryn Green. Taryn Green. And I've just been informed that's a pack of Lobos. So timeout Thatcher. It's going to be their second. They stopped the clock with 41 seconds after a gain of about 1 yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 9. 48 seconds left. And I still have a 0-0 score in Safford. Safford and Round Valley, 0-0. That's going to be a great game. That'd be a great game to watch. Lee Patterson has that game down there on the radio, and the Safford Bulldog Network, they actually film that game just as we are here. They actually have guys down on the field and up in the booth, and they do a great job. So congratulations, Safford Bulldogs, is 0-0 down there, Safford and Round Valley. Sounds like a really great game. So here we are back. Thatcher, 2nd and 9 from about the 9.5.
Lobos have to know how crucial this is to get a stop at the end of the half.
So Michael McBride split backs with Jacob Ward. Brandon Napier at the top of the screen. Wren takes center. Oh, so Brandon Napier ran a little 5-yard look-in pass, planted, pivoted outside. If Wren would have had that anywhere close, that was a touchdown. Just overthrew him just a little bit.
It's hard to cover those out passes when you're a single cornerback out there.
But great play. I've always said you got to mix in a little bit of pass with this veer, and it's working. It's working. So 3rd down, and let's just call it 9 from the 9. They have a chance to get a first down, but they need to score. 44 seconds left. This is going to be a keeper by Wren with 3 blockers in front of him. He gets out to about the 10 and runs out of bounds. So Wren runs to the right. That was a quarterback keeper designed play with 3 blockers, and Snowflake just ran that.
You kick a field goal here, Mike?
It looks like they put the flag down over there, so it's actually 4th and goal. So it is 4th and goal. 40 seconds left, and I would kick it. If it were me, I'd go up 16. That's 16-0. That's 2 full scores and 2 2-point conversions. So if it's me, I kick it, and that's why I'm not a coach, because they're going to go for it.
Thatcher has missed an extra point already.
Look for the Ted pass again, that Shumway little pass in the middle. Nope. Outside corner out. That has to be pass interference, and it is not. So the receiver, Napier, runs into the cornerback. Turnover on downs with 35 seconds. What do you think, Nick?
He got tangled there. Could have gone either way, but probably, in my opinion, a good no call.
I would have punted. I mean, I would have kicked the field goal. Not punted, but I'd have kicked the field goal and seen if we could get to 16-0. 35 seconds left. We'll see what the Lobos do here. They can either lick their wounds, and Thatcher gets the ball coming out of the half. So 35 seconds. Thatcher's going to get the ball at the end of the half. Cantrell back in shotgun. He's back to pass. 4 receivers.
They're going to go
ball. For it. Oh, he does the same thing. He runs into. It's a late flag. So. Who is that? That's number 18, Bomb. So he cuts across the middle, runs into to a defensive back, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to call that because you just got to stay out of the way.
Lobos,
and as a defensive person, you got to recognize that.
Lobos still have a timeout left. Plenty of time to do something.
So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's about where the penalty happened. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lobos from the 26-yard line. 30 seconds left. 13-0 Thatcher. 30 seconds before half. And I guarantee you they're going to pass it again. 4 receivers. Green behind Cantrell. They got a great passing game. They went for 60. Baum went for 65 yards last week, right down the middle on that same play. And this is going to be a little bubble pass outside left. That's going to be Mason Underwood and Michael McBride bringing him down. So a little bubble pass read perfectly by the Eagles. Last timeout for the Lobos. 22 seconds left. What are they going to do here, Nick?
I think they're going to try to score. I think it's the last thing they want to go down is last things they want to go into halftime without scoring any points, and so I think they're going to take the risk and throw the ball here.
And they can do that. Like I said last week, Cantrell, he actually threw for 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them was a 65-yard, as I said, bomb right down the middle to a bomb to bomb, basically. And that's B-O-M-B to B-A-U-M, bomb to bomb. And he was able to catch that. And I'd say that's probably what they're going to do here. They got 3 shots to do it.
Cantrell throws a great ball. He has a strong arm.
Junior quarterback just coming into himself. Actually was a player of the game last week for the Lobos. Okay, so they brought the receivers in this time. They still got 4 of them. 1 behind, and Cantrell's back to pass. Eagles are at him. Eagles brought him down. That's going to be number 82, James Shumway. Shumway gets to the quarterback for the sack.
Putting on the pressure.
So you know what we're going to call that? We're going to, just because the station laundromat's up, we're going to call that the station laundromat sack. So the station laundromat sack by James Shumway keeps the clock running, and there it is, expired. Halftime, 13-0 for your Thatcher Eagles. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, visit our sponsors, the Thatcher Booster Club sponsors, and we'll be right back after about 2 minutes. How many viewers?
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm just going to step up. Thatcher High School Marching Band. THS Spirit Line. Thank you, ladies. excellent job tonight.
All right, welcome back to Eastern Arizona College. 13-0, Thatcher leads Snowflake. This is not what I thought was going to happen. What about you, Nick?
Not at all, not at all. Thatcher's ran the ball well. Big defensive stops, some big special team plays. 13-0, I'm sure Coach Jones is very happy with where they're at.
I'm going to tell you what, welcome to the 3A Thatcher. And I guarantee you there was a lot of 3A coaches wondering what was going to happen. And Thatcher's showing you right now they're come to play. And their schedule works out such that I have it here in front of me somewhere. But their schedule works out to where they could actually. Snowflake played ALA Gilbert last week, North. They got Thatcher this week, Blue Ridge next week, and then Sholo, Round Valley, Winslow, and then they end the season with Payson. I can't find my Thatcher notes. Sorry about that. So, anyways, Thatcher up 13-0 over the Snowflake Lobos. We'd like to welcome the iTalk viewers. We understand the iTalk feed is down, so welcome to the Thatcher Booster Club feed. We're here to bring this game to the White Mountains too. Those are our sponsors. We are the Thatcher Booster Club, and so we have all of our sponsors who support Thatcher Athletics here, and we appreciate them for everything they do. Do me a quick favor, Chip, and go down to the best seat in the house. So down here in the south end of the end zone, this is the Ashley Furniture Sparks Home Store best seat in the house. And looky there, Elite Eye Center. That's Dr. Sellers, and he's actually sitting there in that couch with Dr. Wood. They are eye doctors here in the Gila Valley, and they are the winners tonight, if you will, of the best seats in the house. That ice chest there on his left is full of Pepsi. We appreciate Pepsi and their donation to the best seats in the house. Ashley Furniture Sparks Home Store brings that couch to every game. They get to sit there and enjoy the game, bring their kids and their family, and so we appreciate them as Booster Club sponsors and everything they do for the Thatcher Booster Club. Nick, what do you think of the first half? You want to tell us what happened?
Yeah, I was surprised by the number of passes thrown by both teams, but especially the Thatcher Eagles. By my count, 8 passes thrown in one half. That has to be some type of Thatcher record. Thatcher ran the ball very well, scored twice, both on McBride touchdowns. The first play of the game, an 18-yard run right up the middle for 6 points. Extra point was good. Then McBride again, after Thatcher marched up the field slowly but surely, another 4-yard touchdown, again, right up the middle. Thatcher missed the extra point on that one. Thatcher's defense played great. Big special teams play with a block punt that set up the very first touchdown. Haven't given up any big plays at all tonight.
Here comes your Thatcher Eagles, and there's some happy Thatcher fans. A minute left before we kick off this third quarter with Thatcher receiving the ball. I'll probably add a couple of minutes onto that clock to give the boys some time to stretch out. I did find that Thatcher schedule, and Thatcher, who after beating Pima last week, has Snowflake this week, and they'll head to Tucson and play Push Ridge next week. And then they're going to have that same American Leadership Academy Gilbert team. It's going to be here in Thatcher at EAC, and you can better believe that ALA Gilbert's going to get this film. They're going to compare that to the film that they had with Snowflake, and they're going to be ready to play. I honestly believe that ALA Gilbert is the #1 team in 3A. They're only going to get better, and I guarantee you, I don't guarantee it, I don't know, but I think they're going to have a couple transfers after about 4 games, which is what happens when you're a Valley school. Going to be a couple more players add that team, and they're going to be really tough down the stretch. And we already know Snowflake gave them a great game this last week, and here we are, Thatcher's giving Snowflake. So you never know what's going to happen, but we do know that Thatcher's ahead 13-0 right now. After ALA Gilbert, Thatcher finishes with Florence, Santan, and the rival game against Safford in Safford. So ending the year with your rival with maybe the playoffs on the line, does that sound like a lot of fun?
What a game, huge game. I think that definitely could be in the picture with the way we're playing tonight. Is ALA still coached by Max Hall?
No, that was ALA
different
Queen
ALA.
Creek. That was a different
right.
ALA. Actually, the ALA Gilbert North coach is Reisdorf.
Okay.
Reisdorf, I hope that's how you say that name. And his son's the quarterback, and they got him out of Sholo, I believe so. And sorry, I should know that. Anyway, so he's down there at ALA Gilbert, and look for them to be here in just a couple of weeks. So I got a few scores to update. Again, we're 0-0 down in Safford, but Santa Cruz is up 14-6 over Coolidge. Santa Cruz had a great big win over Santan Charter last week. Sholo's 22, Payson 0. I'm a little surprised by that score. Sholo, who I believe is probably the weakest up in the White Mountain, is putting it to Payson 22-0. Morenci is 6, and Santan Charter is 8. Morenci put a hurt last week on North Point, and I really thought they were going to come back this week and put a hurt on Santan Charter. Santan Charter, I'll just say it, Coach Edwards came out and said this, and I don't know if you know this, Nick, but I think you might have something to say, but he said that without playing a game yet, that his 2A Santan Charter team is the best 2A team ever.
It's a lot of talk without a lot of walk yet, all right? I mean, without playing a single game, it's a lot of talk, but a lot of confidence there.
Yeah, so Santan Charter's coach and I, not real friends. So, and especially after losing last week so bad, and his excuse was, we get our transfers in a few games. So, hey, if you want to play that for him, go ahead. They're going to get to see, actually that Santan Foothills is going to come, that Thatcher's going to get to play here. So, anyways, about 36 seconds left of halftime. Thatcher's up 13-0. Snowflake Lobos, what kind of adjustments do you think the teams are going to make?
Well, I think Thatcher's going to continue to run the ball like they have and try to get more plays to McBride up the middle. It's been successful, so why fix what isn't broken? I think Snowflake really wants to get a run game going as well. They've spread the ball out but haven't had a lot of success. No big plays as of yet, so I'd expect to see more outside runs. Looks like they tried to do that early, and maybe some short screen passes.
I need to text my friend and see if there's a trick play up, because I'm thinking I'm going to see a trick play from one of the two teams. Teams are getting a little comfortable.
I wouldn't be surprised. I was really hoping for a Van Halen-themed halftime show. Rest in peace, Eddie.
Rest in peace, Eddie. I listened to a little bit of Van Halen last week, and that would have been just the perfect way to finish that. What's going to happen is Thatcher going to continue to run the ball with a 13-0 lead, and the clock's going to move. So at some point, Snowflake's going to get a little panicked. They're going to start airing the ball out a little bit. I do know that Cantrell, I know that last year's offensive coordinator worked with him really well, his footwork, and that's the difference. And I think once he starts rolling out, we got to be careful. And Snowflake's not going to go away.
No, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Cantrell tuck it and run upfield on some of those passes where it's not developing.
And like I said, his footwork has improved, and he looked really good last week. So it looks like Sam Crockett's going to kick for the Lobos. Back deep. It's going to be Jacob Ward. Kick is deep. It's going to be caught. It's caught by number 12, Slade Shoop. Slade Shoop gets the ball about the 5, gets knocked backwards, keeps his feet going, and gets out to about the looks like they're going to spot it about the 16-yard line.
Expect a run-heavy playbook here from Thatcher.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Eagles. Eagles to the line. Split receivers, split backs behind Wren. Trevin Gaylord down on the bottom. McBride and Ward. Handoff to McBride. Stuck by number 30. That's going to be Taryn Green, linebacker for the Lobos. I think you're going to see the first Lobo adjustment is they're going to stop that first guy.
I think so too. They got those big guys up in the middle. I'd expect them to eat some space and do everything they can to stop that first bruiser coming through the middle.
So, run under center, I formation backs. Gives to the first man through, McBride. And that is big number 76. 76 for the Lobos. That's going to be Bradley Ruiz, senior, 6'6", 295. I do believe he has some college is looking at him. If I remember correctly, he's a big kid. So 3rd down and 10. Eagles, 2 running plays. I'm okay with that. Clock's running.
We'll see if they mix it up here. They need 10 yards.
Split backs, Ward and McBride behind Wren. Wren's going to give it to the second man through. That's going to be Michael McBride, and he is stopped for a loss. Is that the first time you've ever seen Thatcher run the ball 3 times, not get any yards?
First time tonight.
Tonight, but it's something that they're okay with. They really are okay. They're going to line up to punt this ball away. Number 10, Jacob Ward, back to kick for the Eagles. This is the time, and I'll just say it. No, I'm not going to. I would like to have seen him pass right there on 3rd down. Jacob Ward gets the ball, line drive kick, taken in space by number 3 at about the 45 in Thatcher territory. It's going to be Ryson Stewart. Ryson Stewart for the Lobo. He gets that ball about the 45, takes it another 8 yards to the outside. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 38 in the Eagles territory. So split receivers, one on each side for the Lobos. Cantrell back in shotgun formation, running backs on either side of him. That's going to be the quick handoff. That's going to be to number 34. That's Mason McKinley. Mason McKinley had a few carries towards the end of the game last week. Took some pressure off of Green. So he's in there to run the ball up the middle. Green's in there to run the ball up the middle. And they're going to try to get something open for the receivers. Good stop by the Eagles. 2nd down and 7 from about the 35. This time, Green gets the ball.
Braden Oliver there on the stop.
Braden Oliver on the stop after at about a 4-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 for the Lobo. Looks like they're going to take a little bit of play out of the little bit of strategy out of the Thatcher playbook. Run the ball a few times, see if they can't get Thatcher on their heels. He's going to immediately give the ball again. That's Green. What do you think of his acceleration?
Yeah, he gets upfield in a hurry.
It's going to be a 1st down after a gain of about 6. It's going to be 1st and 10, brought down by Underwood and Oliver from the 29 for the Lobos. So they got Thatcher back on their heels early here in the 3rd quarter. Thatcher needs to make an adjustment. Cantrell trying to figure out what the play is from the coach who's calling it in. So 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Cantrell, that's number 1, Mason Underwood, and number 23, Trevin Gaylord, both in on that tackle for the Eagles, and that's a loss. A loss of about 5 yards for the Lobos. Man, they got in there quick.
Seems like the Lobos have better luck when they spread out and get Thatcher out of the box and then run the ball. Thatcher's done a great job matching up man for man when they've been able to put all guys in.
They set that play up because that Cantrell, he's going to keep that ball one time. He's going to roll out that way and throw a pass. So here we are, 2nd down and 15 from about the 30-yard line in Thatcher territory. Cantrell pitches it to Green, and there is 31. 23 misses it, but eventually brought down. That's big number 64. Levi Skinner and Mason Lee. So there's the lineman finally getting a couple of tackles for the Eagles.
Great to see a lineman make a tackle by the sideline. It's a lot of hustle to get over there.
Thatcher had him wrapped up in the backfield. 3rd and 18 for the Lobos. So 2 plays, loss of about 8 yards, and here we are. 6:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Trips right. Cantrell back to pass. So Cantrell fakes the pass, gives Baum a little bit of room. He clears the cornerbacks, and it's caught by Baum at about the 5-yard line. He scurries down to the 1 and is out of bounds. First and goal, Lobos from the Thatcher 1. Cantrell, oh, and there's going to be motion. So let's talk about that a little bit. There were 3 receivers. I mean, there was 3 cornerbacks. There were 3 cornerbacks around Baum. That's who he was going to, and it was all about the fake. He makes that fake, and then he gets open and gets down to the 1.
Showcases his arm strength as well. He had a Thatcher defender at his waist, but still able to make that throw.
Then they get down to the 1-yard line and false start. They were in a hurry. They had Thatcher on their heels, and they wanted to do that quick, and they ended up false start. So first and goal from the 6 for the Lobos. Cantrell, second man through. That's going to be number 34.
Race to the edge.
So Mason McKinley gets the ball, runs to the right. He gets about 3 of those yards back. It's going to be second and goal from about the 4. So we need a goal line stance here for the Eagles. One of the keys to the game that I told you earlier is Snowflake struggles. They struggle in the red zone, and they've shown that so far. They do really well between the 20s, but they struggle. So last week they weren't able to punch it in against ALA Gilbert, who made a great goal line stand. So Thatcher can do it now. Cantrell back in the shotgun. He's back to pass. And that's a touchdown. So, and we know who that's to. That's to Noah Baum. He basically ran a little in route, planted, ran straight out, and Cantrell delivered. Touchdown, Snowflake Lobos.
Thatcher bites on the punt fake again.
So 2 fakes, 2 big plays to Baum, and he is their receiver. Cantrell to Baum. I'm sure they knew that coming into the game. And it's going to be number 4, Sam Crockett, back to kick the point after for the Lobos. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's good. So here we are, 6:26 left in the third quarter. Thatcher 13, Lobos 7. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Thatcher Booster Club's presentation of the Thatcher Eagles versus Snowflake Lobos game this evening here at Eastern Arizona College. Crockett back to kick for the Lobos. Big end kick, taken at the 5. It's going to be by number 12, Slade Shoup. Runs to the right and then straight up the middle. Brought down by number 7, Caden Brimhall for the Lobos. So first down and 10 from the 21 for the Eagles. So was that the Eagles coming out flat, or was that an adjustment by the Lobos?
I think it's a little bit of both there. The Lobos threw the ball very well. I think they saw something during the game with those pump fakes. They had twice they've had thrown the pump fakes and had wide open passes.
Brandon Napier down at the bottom of your screen. Trevin Gaylord at the top. Split backs for Wren. Hard count. First man through McBride. Gets about 4 yards for the Eagles. Brought down by Brimhall from the Lobos. So second down. Second down and about 6 for the Eagles. I think if there's one thing that Thatcher's weak in is it's going to be their secondary. That's something they're going to have to improve, and it showed there. It was 2 passes, 2 big gains, and ended up being a touchdown. This is usually where Wren keeps the ball. Nope, gives it to the first man through. That's going to be McBride. About a 2 to 3 yard game. It's going to be third down and about 4 for the Eagles.
Third and 4.
Both teams cleaned it up. There's not been a lot of penalties in this game at all. And just a couple of pass interferences, a couple of false starts, but definitely no holding penalties tonight. Split backs behind Wren. 2 receivers to the right. Wren under center. Fakes to the first man through. Wren throws it to a host of Lobos.
That's intercepted by number 7, Camden Brimhall.
And number 10, Jacob Ward, makes a little bit of a high tackle on
Number 7, Camden Brimhall.
and I think they're going to get a penalty added on to the end of this. Basically, Wren faked it up the middle, threw across the middle, looked like triple coverage on
3
the
Lobo
receiver.
defenders.
Not much of a chance for that ball to be caught.
On the defense.
So we're waiting to see what the officials have to say. Personal foul, face mask. So Jacob Ward with a face mask on that tackle.
First down, that's half the distance to go.
Half the distance to the goal is going to be 1st and 10 from the 11 from the Lobos. You talk about a momentum shift.
If it's the 11, it might be first or 10 from the 11.
4:51 left in the third quarter. Momentum definitely in the favor of the Lobos. Cantrell back. Fakes the handoff. He's going right back to the corner, and that's just missed. Dropped in the end zone. That's number 28.
Josh Solomon in and out of his hands.
And he was open. And there you go, Cantrell. Good footwork in the back. Plants, turns his hips, throws a dart, and he just misses it. But that was a touchdown. So second down and 10 from about the 11 for the Lobos. Receivers on each side, backs. And sacked. That's going to be Mason Underwood. Number 1 comes through untouched and sacks. That's going to be the Bull Family Dentistry because they're up there. That's the Bull Family Dentistry sack by Mason Underwood. And that's a big play to get it to third down in the red zone.
Exactly. Thatcher secondaries had a tough time, but they definitely covered there. It gave the defensive line some time to get in and put pressure on.
And again, I told you that Snowflake struggles in the red zone. They proved me wrong last time and got a touchdown. I'm hoping we can do 50% here, and this time they don't get the ball in. 3rd and 15. They need to get to the 1 for a first down. We got receivers at the top, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Cantrell in shotgun. 1 back behind him. Fakes the handoff, fakes the throw. Intercepted. That's going to be number 23, Trevin Gaylord. Intercepted at the 5. He stumbles to about the 8. Eagles 1st and 10. Basically what happened there is Cantrell faked the pass, which we've seen him do with some success in this third quarter. Then he faked the handoff or missed the handoff, one of the two. And it looked like he was supposed to hand that off. That's an old Thatcher play.
Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah, and basically what happened was he missed that handoff, or it wasn't supposed to happen. So he rolls out to the right and throws a dart right to Trevin Gaylord. So 1st and 10, momentum back in Thatcher. What'd I say about the red zone? 50% tonight for the Lobos. Ran under center. Ran given to the first man through.
Giving Thatcher a
Michael
little space.
McBride. So gain of 4 for McBride. 2nd down and about 6. So a little momentum change. Let's hope that the Eagles can do something about it.
Big play for Thatcher. They really needed that. Everything was going Snowflake's way for the last several minutes.
All right. Wren's going to go under center. He's got McBride and Ward split behind him. Receivers on each side. I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose, but Wren got under the wrong guy. Wren got under the wrong lineman. That could have been a center. Then he jumps over to the center, takes the snap, hands it off to Jacob Orb, who stumbles forward for just a couple of yards. So 3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
I couldn't tell if that was planned or if that was a mistake.
I couldn't either, but I'm going to say it was a mistake. I don't think anybody was fooled. So here we are, big play for the Eagles. 3rd and 5, momentum's changing. Snowflake's taking advantage of the field, but 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. All this running has just definitely chewing up the time. This is that Wren keeper to the left. He cuts inside. Looks like he had an outside, and he cut that into the left. Met head on by number 30 for the Lobos. That's Taryn Green, the running back. He stops Wren just as he starts to cut up the field. So 4th down and 5, no gain. Eagles going to punt. So field position key to this 3rd quarter for the Lobos, keeping it on the Thatcher side of the field. Ryson Stewart and Caleb Lineman back at around the 45-yard line to receive this kick from Ward. A little bit of a high snap. He gets it blocked by number 68 into the end zone for a Lobos touchdown. That's number 68, David Ruiz. You heard me mention his name earlier. That's David Ruiz. Blocks that punt after a high snap into the end zone. Lobos recover.
He didn't look touched. He got right through clean.
It looked like Ward might have got that off had it been a good snap. It just didn't happen. Man, what a momentum shift. 13-13 pending the PAT. Score update from Safford. Safford's up on Round Valley 7-0. Safford Bulldogs lead Round Valley 7-0 down in Safford. So that's a good score here. 13-13 pending the PAT. Snowflake Lobos looking to lead Thatcher for the first time this evening with about 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Crockett, ball is down. Crockett's got a great looking kick. And your Snowflake Lobos take the lead 14-13. We'll be right back after these messages. Okay. Crockett set to kick for the Lobos. Ward and Shoop back deep for the Eagles. End over end kick.
It's short.
It's going to be short. Lands about the 20. Taken in stride by Shoop, who runs the ball about another 10 yards. So 1st and 10 from the 30. What do we got to do here, Nick?
Thatcher really needs some first down plays here. We haven't had a first down all half. They really got to keep those chains moving if they want any shot at this.
Momentum has definitely shifted into the Lobos' favor. They take their first lead at 1:23 of the 3rd quarter. Eagles going to go into shotgun. This is one of the new Daniel Jones plays. It should have someone in motion right here. Nope, it's going to be straight. It's going to be a one handoff to Ward. And the Lobos read it. That's big number 72, Carter Solomon, a senior, 6'2", 290 for the Lobos. So that looked like a Lobos play?
It did, and a little draw play there. They tried to spread everybody out.
They ran that play last week, and they put a guy in motion and actually ran faked it to the guy in motion and actually ran around the outside, and that's what I thought was going to happen. But here we are again, Thatcher up under center. McBride and Ward behind him. Wren back to pass. And he's actually,
Ball was tipped.
the ball tipped. Pass intended for Brandon Napier. That's that little 10-yard curl that they ran earlier with some success. So here we are, 3rd down and 10. Clock is stopped.
Thatcher can't afford another 3 and out here.
Napier to the bottom of your screen. Puzes to the top of your screen. I formation. Wren under center. Looked like a little bit of movement. Man through, and they sacked Wren. There were 3 Lobos in on that, led by number 5, Payson Cardon. So Payson Cardon gets through the line. Looked like there was a little bit of motion, looked like something was going on, but the Lobos broke the line and sacked Wren for a loss of about 1. So 4th and 11 from the 28, as Thatcher is going to let the 3rd quarter expire. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter, all Lobos. 2 touchdowns, 14 points for Lobos in the 3rd quarter as they lead Thatcher 14-13 at the end of 3. 1 more quarter to play. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, Nick, start of the 4th quarter.
Looks like Thatcher's going to start with a punt here.
It's Jacob Ward back to punt for the Eagles. Basically back to 0-0. 1 quarter to play. And this is, we'll see who digs deep. That's another high snap. Ward gets it this time, comes down, gets the ball off quickly. And Lobos are just going to let it roll. Thatcher's going to down the ball about the 33. So great punt. About a 35, 40-yard punt by Ward after the high snap, and he gets it off. And this is the worst field position Snowflake has had since that first half.
We'll see if Thatcher's defense can make a few stops here.
Look for Snowflake to continue to throw the ball here. I think they've seen some success, and they're going to continue to test this secondary. It's going to be 18 bomb down at the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on him. Backs on either side of Cantrell, who's in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap, gives the ball to Green. Nope, that's 34 McKinley. 34 McKinley takes the ball, met by a host of Eagles after about a 4-yard gain. McBride led that tackle of Eagles. 2nd and 7 for the Lobos from the 37. Their own 37. Looking to get into Eagles territory. Good time for the Eagles to get in the backfield.
Keep an eye there on number 1. He's been back there a lot, all those passing plays. That's Underwood on the bottom of the screen.
Everybody's coming untouched. Hand it off to McKinley, and he is off to the races. Actually, a great open field tackle by number 6, Napier, who was being blocked by his guy about the 40. That was a great run. Thatcher had the blitz on, and he just got through the blitz quicker than the blitz got to the handoff.
That's the dangerous thing about blitzing. The run can always get more yards that way.
So Lobos into Thatcher territory. The 42, 1st and 10. Pretty standard formation for the Lobos. Receivers top and bottom. Receivers on running backs on either side of Cantrell. Shotgun formation. It's going to be handed to the 2nd back, McKinley, who's going to scurry for about 5 yards. So basically, faking the handoff to the first guy, giving it to the second guy. They're splitting left and right, and they're gaining 5 yards every time they touch the ball. Basically what Thatcher was doing the first half.
Let's see if the Lobos go back to any passes here. That's what got them back in the game in the second half.
2nd down and 7. They don't need to throw it. They're ahead. They can run the ball. They're having some success. 10 minutes left in the game. Cantrell, he's in shotgun formation. Fake and a give, and you are right. Great defense by Brandon Napier. Has his back to the play. The only thing he can do is stick his hands up, and that ball hits him in the hands, and it knocks it off.
They went for the kill there.
And we know Noah Baum was going to get that ball. He's the only one that Cantrell has really thrown the ball to tonight. And Brandon Napier, sophomore, great play. Broke up that play. 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 for the Lobos. This is a big play. This is a big play. Same formation. Cantrell in the shotgun. He's back to pass. One of the receivers. That's number 30, Trevin Green. He basically just comes out in the flats on a little curl route. Gets the ball. Scatters another 10 yards. 1st down, Lobos. Little too much room there. 1st down and 10 for the from the 25 of the Eagles. For the Lobos. 9:43 left in the game. I think you're going to see Lobos take their time. Running backs on either side of Cantrell. And that ball was given to number 7, Caden Brimhall. His first carry of the night.
False start.
See if you can see who that injured player is on the other side of the field. Chip on the left. Yeah, that the trainers are running to. Looks like an injured Eagle over there. Can't quite tell who that is. All right, we tried. We'll get back to it. So, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Cantrell, 1 running back behind him. Gives the ball to number 34, Mason McKinley. And he's brought down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain after the false start. So 2nd down and 13 for the Lobos. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Cantrell in shotgun formation. Taking their time getting the play in. Clock's running, 8:24 left. Thatcher needs to stop. They got to get the momentum back and get the ball on into Lobo territory. Number 12, Slade Shoop sneaking up, and he retreats back. Cantrell fakes the handoff to Green, and he fell down. That was Baum, the intended receiver, and when he planted to come back towards the ball, covered by Napier, he just slipped and fell.
Little surprised they're still throwing as much as they are.
3rd down and 13. 8 minutes left to play in the game. Clock stopped. So big 3rd down for the Eagles. Big 3rd down for the Eagles. 3 receivers left, 1 to the bottom. Cantrell. Quick toss, look in pass, met immediately by number 12, Slade Shoop. Stops him short of the 1st down. 4th down and about 2. 4th down and 2 from about the 16, 17. 4th down and 2 from the 17. They need to get to the 15 for a 1st down. 3 Lobos come off the field, including number 30, Taryn Green, who I would have in there. It looks like they're going to kick field goals. Cantrell's down. Crockett's going to... This is where they were at last week when they went for it. So I think Coach K. Solomon learned something. They didn't want to get stuck. And here we are, red zone. Ball's down. And flags everywhere. Delay of game. Delay of game. So that's going to move the ball back 5 yards. That was a quick 30 seconds.
That's a big penalty.
So ball's back 5 yards. It's going to be now on the 22. 4th and about 7 from the 21, 22-yard line. And it looks like they're still going to try that field goal. How far is that field goal? He's at about the 29.
At 15.
Well, no, he's actually, the ball's down 29, add 10, so 39-yard field goal? 38? No, he's at the 28. Sorry about that. 38-yard field goal. Ball is down. Kick is up, and it is good.
That's number 4, Sam Crockett. He does have a big leg. He made that easily.
And it's like they're going to give him a 45-yard field goal. I got 39, so somewhere right around in there. Ball was on the 28. No, the ball was on the 22.
You want to add 15 to a field goal. So
Ball was spotted to me at the 28, add 10 yards for the end zone. I'm going to call it a 38-yard field goal. Either way, Lobos are up 17-13. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Eagles got to get something to go. We'll be right back after these messages.
kicked off, returned by number 10, Jacob Ward. He has some space. Returns for about 26 yards. Thatcher will start the drive on the 26-yard line, see if they can't get something moving.
Thatcher needs to get something to go. 7 minutes left in the game. They're down 4. Credit Coach Solomon on that last field goal. Like I said, last week he didn't kick that field goal. This week he did, and they lead 4. So Thatcher has to score. They have to get down. They have to score. And that's the difference in this game is 1 touchdown right now. Score update, 14-0 Safford over Round Valley. That's a big win for the Safford Bulldogs if they can hold on down there in Safford against Round Valley. Mark Wren under center. I formation. Pitch is to Ward around the left side. Ward cuts in the middle, is met hard by number 34, McKinley. McKinley stops Ward as he cuts towards the middle, and loss of 1. We're back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Ward on the carry. No gain. Oh, looks like we got a little gain on there. We're going to call it 2nd and 9.
I think if Coach Dan Jones has some plays in his pocket, it might be time for one of them. It's going to be 2 receivers to the right, split backs. Wren rolls to the right, fires to McBride, who runs a 10 and out, and he just ran over number 7, that's Camden Brimhall, and runs out of bounds. But either way, short gain, 3rd down and 5 after a gain of about 4 for the Eagles. All right, Wren under center, I formation, Napier the bottom of your screen. Wren gives it to the first man through. That's Michael McBride, and he got a little low to the ground, and he's going to be maybe a yard short.
It's going to be close.
And I think he'd have got that had he stayed on his feet. I think he just got to the ground a little too soon. Let's see what they call.
So they're going to measure.
Looks like they're going to have a measurement down on the field. So we're either going to get a first down or it's going to be...
McBride is sure running the ball hard, catching or out of the backfield.
He reminds you of those Thatcher fullbacks of old. There's always one, right?
That's right.
How was O'Shawn Hinton?
Sean was a tough player, strong, fast. He could run hard like that, but he was also quick enough to get around the end. Sean was a great football player.
We can't see that measurements on the other side. That's a first down for the Eagles. Michael McBride gets through, gets the first down, and that's our first down of the half. That's important. It's important to note as we're driving, 5:51 left in the fourth. They're going to wind this clock just as soon as they set the ball. I formation behind Wren. Napier at the top of your screen, split right. That's going to be Trevin Gaylord down at the bottom. Wren under center. First man through, Michael McBride, 3 yards. So clock's running. Another run up the middle for the Eagles.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles.
Nice to see the Eagles eat some clock up, get all the way down, score a touchdown, and have the game be over, right?
I'm
All
sure
right,
they'd
I'm
love
calling
not
it.
to hand the ball back over to the Lobos. Not the way they've been running their offense.
This is do or die for the Eagles right now. Trevin Gaylord at the top, Brandon Navier at the bottom, split backs, Wren, pitch to Ward. Ward makes one move, makes someone miss, brought down by number 30, Taryn Green, close to the first down.
Looks to be about 1 yard short.
What I like about Jacob Ward is he's got a great side-to-side shift. When he notices there's a defensive player there, he just shifts just a little bit. Old Walter Payton kind of a thing.
Little jump step.
Deion Sanders and not Deion Sanders. Barry Sanders. That's what I was looking for. All right, here we go. Ran up under center. Michael McBride, want to bet? Nope. He keeps it. He's got a pitch option. Wren cuts up the field for a 5-yard gain and a first down for the Eagles. Clock's going to stop at 4:23 for the set of the first down, and it continues. 4:21 left in the fourth. Eagles, 2 first downs in a row.
Have all 3 timeouts left.
And I can't tell you that Snowflake's tired because we can't tell from up here, but something's working for Thatcher, and right now that's Michael McBride up the middle. Ran under center. Back to pass. Looks like he has Nick Puzas out to the right for about a 5-yard gain, and that's just that little short out route Thatcher's ran all night long with some success. And that'll keep you honest when you're running the ball. It's going to keep the Lobos honest on defense.
And they are giving him a little bit of cushion on the outside.
Look at this. Everybody on the line.
Heavy formation.
First man through Michael McBride for 4 yards. Going to be about 2 yards short. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2. But that was a heavy formation right up the middle. Timeout Lobos. Interesting timeout for the Lobos. 3:42 left in the game. Lobos 17, Thatcher 13. We'll be right back after this message from our Thatcher Boosters. All right. Hey, looky there. Dr. Nicholas Elkins. Your ad's up on there. Hey, you're a doctor, huh?
Correct.
Awesome.
Correct. We've been, it's our second year with the clinic, and we sponsored the Thatcher Athletics both years. We love being able to support the kids.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming back to the Gila Valley, bringing your talents back here after graduating from Thatcher, and being here with me tonight. So here we are. 3rd down and 3. Another heavy formation. Ran under center. He's going to give it to the second man through, and that's going to be number 10, Jacob Ward.
It's another first down.
Another first down for the Eagles. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. 3:37 left. Chains are moving. 1st and 10 from about the 37-yard line. They're in Lobos territory. Clock's running. I think I'd run it again.
Just a guess.
Here we go. Heavy formation. We got Brandon Wren. Gives it second man through. That's going to be Trevin Gaylor. He's got some room. He cuts to the middle, shifts to the left, and gets up the middle.
Great run.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Going to be real close. Looks about an 8-yard run. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Do you take a shot here, Nick?
I don't know. The way they've been doing this, I think they're taking all the guesswork out. They're running up the middle. Heavy set again.
Thatcher football. Second man, Trevor Gaylord bounces right back into the middle, met by a host of Lobos. And that's number 84, Rev Brimhall. We haven't called him a lot tonight. His name was called a lot last week. That's the first time we've called him on a tackle tonight. He was right in there and stops Gaylord. It's going to be 3rd and about 1 for the Eagles. Clock's running. 2:25 left in this game. 17-13. Lobos lead. It's been a great football game, huh, Nick?
It has been. It looks like it's going to come down to the wire.
Okay, heavy formation one more time. First man through Michael McBride. 5 more yards. First down. Eagles moving the ball. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game. I'm going to say it. Snowflake looks a little tired right now. They can't stop the run like they were doing early in that third quarter. 1st and 10.
Heavy dose of Michael McBride.
Timeout, Snowflake.
Timeout, Snowflake. We'll be right back after these messages. Thatcher Booster Club presentation of the Thatcher High School game. Lobos 17, Thatcher 13. All right, back to Eastern Arizona College. Thatcher's driving. Four first downs in a row. Heavy formation once again for the Eagles as they come to the line. I'm going to see Wren get to the outside one of these times. Wren, handoff, and met at the line by number 21. Jacob Ward is met by the line by number 21. That's Dustin Newby of the Lobos. Looked kind of like a busted play.
Yeah, it could have been. Looks like he got the handoff maybe a little late there.
They're actually going to give him a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 from about the 23-yard line. Clock's at about 1:40. The Eagles have to score a touchdown. No field goal. It has to be a touchdown. Heavy formation. Wren under center. Fakes the handoff, throws. In and out of the hands of number 85.
Braden Oliver.
And it was actually tipped by the defender of the Snowflake. And it actually looked like he was going to be overthrown, and he actually accelerated at the very end and gave himself a chance. I think it was just tipped just a little bit out of his hands.
Yeah, it was close.
So, you know, you throw it on 2nd and 9. Now you're facing a 3rd and 9 after incompletion. You stop the clock. Timeout, Thatcher. So we're going to keep it right here. I just want to remind you, Thatcher Booster Club, this is their presentation. Our Booster Club makes this possible. All of the sponsors that you see along the screen this morning, there's Genevieve's. These sponsors donate so much to Thatcher Athletics.
Oh, wow.
They help make this possible. So not only during COVID, but those who couldn't make the trip from Snowflake, but also old Thatcher fans, family, grandparents, people that moved away, they can watch these Thatcher games, right, Nick?
Exactly. That's the beauty of technology these days. People can see the games from anywhere.
So we appreciate the Thatcher Booster Club, and we got us a great game here. You know, this has been a great game. I think win or lose, Dan Jones and the Thatcher Eagles are going to come away with some experience. I think part of that is Snowflake played a tough team last week. Thatcher didn't play such a tough team in Pima. Maybe they got a little bit more battle tested, but here we are. 3rd down and 9 for the Eagles. Looks like Braden Oliver is getting sent off the field. Back to that heavy set. They look like they're just going to go 2-0.
Almost lost the snap there. Made something out of nothing.
It looks like it's going to be number 10, Jacob Ward. I think Thatcher just had decided, hey, look, let's get 5, get it to 4th down, and let's get 5 more. And number 10, Jacob Ward, is down on the field. Let's hope he's all right. Let's go ahead and take a break so we can see some of our sponsors. We appreciate the Thatcher Booster Club. 1 minute, 11 seconds left here in Thatcher. Lobos lead 17-13. Looks like a cramp. We're going to go ahead and break for just 1 moment. All right, Jacob Ward looks like a cramp. He got up, ran off the field. He's going to have to come off the field for a play. So that's going to put Underwood and Trevin Gaylord in the backfield with McBride. It's going to be 4th and 5. This is the ball game for the Eagles. They got to get a first down right here. Ran under center. Ball is snapped, given to Gaylord. He gets to the outside, and he is stopped. That is number 11 for the Lobos. Chase Irving. Chase Irving tackles Gaylord at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs.
It's a tough play there.
Well, minute 5 left in the game, 4th quarter.
Thatcher still with 2 timeouts.
You know, I'm just going to say this. I thought Thatcher played really well. I don't think anybody gave him an opportunity to be in this game. They were not only in this game, but they led it for 2 quarters. And really, if you take back that 3rd quarter, they had a pretty decent 4th quarter here. And Snowflake does exactly what they thought they were going to do. McKinley gets the ball, runs up the middle. Brought down by number 23, Trevin Gaylord. 59 seconds left. And it looks like we're going to get a first down for the Lobos. As soon as the ball is set. Timeout, Thatcher. Well, I guess the Snowflake coaches figured this game's over because they just came out of the attic and walked behind us and headed to their sideline. I'm going to have to say I don't think anything else can happen either, so let's talk about it. What did you think of Thatcher tonight?
I think great game by both sides. Both played hard. Thatcher played it with a lot of heart. Really impressed by Michael McBride running the ball up the middle. Some great defense there for the first half by Thatcher. Disciplined football. Coached really well. It just didn't come together for them in the end.
Who's your player of the game for Snowflake?
Baum, I think, had a lot of plays. Had some big grabs. Really kind of turned things around for Snowflake in the 3rd quarter.
I agree. So we're going to give the player of the game for Snowflake to Noah Baum, and the player of the game for Thatcher to Michael McBride, who was just tough running the ball all night long. VIP Farms, they're the sponsor, so VIP players of the game tonight. And there's a knee by the Lobos. 53 seconds. Looks like they're only going to snap it one more time. Thatcher's not going to call a timeout. They're going to let this happen. It's only going to be second down in about 15 as the clock runs, 45, 43. So again, great game by Thatcher. I think there's a lot to build on. They're 1-1. Snowflake goes to 2-0. They're the team to beat. And one more knee by Cantrell, and that's going to do it. Less than 30 seconds to play. And that's your ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here for this Thatcher Booster Club presentation of Thatcher football. Lobos are celebrating after a 17-13 win over the Thatcher Eagles. Great game by both teams. Next week, Thatcher will head to Push Ridge down in Tucson. And Snowflake will head to Blue Ridge. And I believe that's going to be another great game, a good test. Lobos, you got to give it to them. They play some great teams to start, meaning they played ALA Gilbert, they played Thatcher, then they're going to go to Blue Ridge. Sholo's beating Payson big. Last I saw, that score was 29-0, so Sholo's playing really well. Even in COVID, this is great. The teams are going to shake hands, I hope. Maybe elbows. Let's see. We're going to shake hands. So get some sanitizer right afterwards. Let's keep COVID down. And what do you think, Nick?
Yeah, great game, entertaining game. It's nice to be out. I think it's great for everybody to stay safe, but also get outside and be part of society, enjoy things like football again.
We want to thank a few people. First person we want to thank, Bryson Wren. Okay, I knew that. Bryson Wren, Chip Griffin, they are on the camera, and Bryson's in the studio back here helping us out. And also my co-host, Nick Elkins, Pain Management Institute. And also, hey, I heard you were going to run for city council.
School board.
School board, is that what it was? Okay.
Yes, sir, running for Thatcher School Board. Grew up through Thatcher schools. Like I said, love being part of it. I coach the freshman basketball team at the moment. Love to give back to the community that's really, raised me. And a lot of great candidates out there, but I'd love to be a part of it if the voters want.
That's awesome. I appreciate you, and again, I appreciate you accepting an invitation to come back next time. We'll do it even better. I appreciate your friendship. We've become friends over the last little while, and I'm glad you're back in town. Make a big influence here in the Thatcher community. Once again, thank you, Thatcher Booster Club sponsors, for making this possible. We're going to do it again in a couple of weeks. Final score in Thatcher. After Thatcher starts out, 2 touchdowns by Michael McBride, takes a 13-0 lead into halftime. Snowflake comes out in the third quarter, scores 2 touchdowns, gets a field goal late in the fourth, and beat the Thatcher Eagles 17-13 in Thatcher. Once again, we want to thank everybody who made this possible, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a good evening. Drive safe. Stay away from COVID.